So in the past, some people have called me sexist, and I can understand how some jokes can be sexist, because, sometimes you just say some really effed up jokes, and then they go kind of a little sexist, a little racist, and stuff like that. That's just how comedy works. Any comedian will tell you that. And, but I grew up with 3 older sisters, a stay-at-home mother, no brothers. I did have, some boy cousins that would come over that were around my age. But, I just always felt the same to a woman. Like, men and women were exactly the same, so I was just raised up like they were equal, basically. And that works a lot of the times these days, but sometimes it doesn't quite work out. Or it's just wordplay, I think. Because like I've said before, I'm an English major, and I know how to twist words around to work into your advantage. And I've seen a lot of women do this to men, and just in general to society. And I understand how some women have been really fucked over, and they're fighting back, which is great. But then there are some areas where you shouldn't go, basically. Like one great example is mansplaining. That's the fucking stupidest thing ever. So if you don't know, mansplaining is like kind of when a man explains something to a woman when a woman already knows it, and they transformed it. Basically, they just say it's talking down to someone, telling somebody how to do something when they already know how to do it. And I definitely get upset with that. That's one of my biggest pet peeves. Like, you don't think I fucking know this about tech or some shit, But, that's just a pet peeve of mine. However, I don't think you should call it fucking mansplaining or even equate it to gender or whatever the fuck. That's just talking down to someone. That's what it's called. Don't try and change it. Don't try and make it gender specific or any of that bullshit. That's one instance. And then another instance is a lot of times how people talk about the way things are marketed towards men and towards women. It's like, oh, you're trying to market something towards women as a women's pen? That's fucking sexist, And that's understandable. That's fine. Fuck those companies trying to say this is a women's thing. Everything is a women's thing, right? Then they release products for men. You're supposed to use this if you're a man. And then they turn it around and say, oh, you fucking men, you're so sensitive. You need this product just for men. It's like, I'm getting assaulted by these companies and everybody saying I need to be a manly man and I need to use this for men, and then you're yelling at me because it's being marketed towards me as a man and saying that masculinity is so fucking sensitive. So I'm being attacked from both sides. What the fuck? You know what I'm saying? I just want to do what I want to do. So they don't equate the two genders sometimes. Sometimes they do, and it's great, and then sometimes they don't. Maybe I'm wrong, and feel free to leave a comment if you have a different view. Then I saw this comment on an Instagram story from one of my friends. Super, super awesome friend. Super smart. Just awesome altogether. She wrote, when you're not sure if the Uber driver was just being nice, hitting on you, and or being a creeper slightly. And that's one of the biggest issues a lot of men have with relationships and just interacting with women in general in the United States now. Maybe it's in Western countries altogether, not just the United States. It's like, can I smile at you and, be friendly, or do you think I'm hitting on you? And what if I do want to hit on you? Can I hit on you? Even, like I saw some girl at Subway. I go to Subway all the time, make sandwiches, I eat them, it's delicious. This new girl's cute. Maybe I want to talk to her. Is that sexual assault now or something? Is that wrong? Some people say it is wrong because that's the work environment. That's her work environment. I shouldn't do that. But then where are the allotted places that you're allowed to speak to people in hopes of gaining a relationship? Because that's just becoming bullshit now. And it always reminds me of that one episode of Breaking Bad, way, way, way early in the series, where Walter's just explaining how he met his wife and how he just kept going into the diner again and again because he saw this beautiful woman and he wanted to know more of her, and so he started doing the crossword with her because he saw that she was doing the crossword, and he just kept trying at it because he liked her. But this day, or these days, it seems like if you try to gain somebody's attention, try to date them because you're so scared, you're so frightened yourself. That's how men usually are. They're scared and frightened to talk with this woman because of rejection. And a lot of times when they get rejected, they just lash out because that's what guys do. You know, it's always like anger and, you know, frustration or something. My point is, how can men and women interact in a romantic way these days without being labeled as a fucking creeper, a stalker, a weirdo, or whatever the fuck? Why is everybody so goddamn uptight with every little thing? And that's also another reason why I want to move out of the United States. I'm just fucking done with this shit. Relationships, political situations, it's just all... It's the culture, as they say, when they try and blame it on something or another. Well, this is the American culture and I don't like it. I want to leave.